Alright, good morning everybody. So we are starting with GU as usual. So last night we were stating the fact that as long as it maintains this area right here, we are on this lower time frame uptrend. But it broke past this area, and now we are on a retrace for this H1. So we have a crossover SMA and EMA here on H1, and we are at this resistance. So right now we are almost, and these were all just 3.6%. So we're kind of just waiting for a little retrace on this time frame to try and get into a nice downward push. It'd be very short term due to the fact that the overall trend is still predominantly bullish as well. So yeah, it has come all the way back down to this area and break it for this to be invalid and we start going back down to a downtrend. But even then, we are still making higher low points on these monthly and weekly time frames. And so even if like H4 breaks, it's still a nice short-term trend, but on a bigger scale. But right now we are focusing on this M15 time frame. I think that gives us the best nice details. Yeah, M15 or M30, whichever. So that's our main focus time frame. Right now we are looking just for a nice push up and push down to this 38.2%, where there is some confluence around it. Alright, GJ. So bless me. We did find an area of resistance right here, so we can work this off. Right, that is the nice main resistance that will eventually have to break. Yeah, and it broke some minor levels of support, and this minor level right here. So we can pull out our fibs. I wouldn't count that quite yet. That was all 23.6%. Yeah, somewhere right there. Let's see if we can get a retrace. Now, I would play cautious around this area because it is still within 23.6%. But we are starting to have, excuse me. We did have a cross with SMA and EMA, so we could start seeing a bit more downward push. But until it breaks this 23.6% area, let's just be a little cautious with this one about taking any type of short-term sells, because overall we are still looking for a more long-term bias of buys. Alright, and seeing how this is already showing some type of exhaustion, yeah, we're going to be cautious with GJ on that. AU, so we broke this minor level right here, and we did find an area of resistance. Yeah, right there. Seeing all that? Yep. Broke this. So now we are just looking for a retrace to at least 38.2%, where there is confluence right around it. from this previous lower high point. So on here, we are going to be cautious around this 30.2%. I wouldn't say any sells. I mean, unless if it is only about 20 pips, but I would not take it just because of where we're at. It wouldn't be completely worth the risk. Yeah. So I'll mostly focus on M15, M30, and correlate it with like H4, and just see how it forms right around there. And then US30. So US30 has not completely made a retrace at all, and on these lower time frames such as M30, it looks like we are making a lower high point, which we did, so we can bring this level up back up here. So for it to have a steeper retrace, we did now break this area, and if you look also to the left, sorry, we do have a previous higher high point on these lower time frames. So what we can be doing is right now just making shorter term trades on these lower time frames if you choose to trade this, while we wait for it to actually break a lower time frame structure for a actual lower high point. But right now, let's just concentrate on M30 or H1, whichever, on these higher low points. As we can see, we did break right here. This was the transition. And then all these higher low points right in here. So started there, started there, and we are at another higher low point. Alright. So that's about it. Let's have a good day, and I will catch you on the next one.